lean on me, man, cause I can't afford the ticket back to Butt Lip City. Talking about butt lips on Boys tonight. Are you familiar with the term butt lips?
I am now.
Well, it's glad you asked. It's a little thing.
Wait. Is this something you found out on Reddit?
No,
I know you're always finding out shit on Reddit, Dad.
Me and that's where the kids hang out.
That's where the kids. That sounds creepy.
Yes, it does. Butt lips are a thing. When an overweight. Oh boy, I'm treading
Thin ice, man.
Don't break it. When there's like a second butt.
I know what you mean.
It's like cheeks, and then there's like a little like Zoidberg at the bottom. It's like a little butt lips, a little something extra.
Male or female has
Oh, yeah.
that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, then what water are we treading right here? You got a big butt, and it's old. You got an old, big butt.
It's combination old, large, not toned.
It's the post-credit stinger of butts.
Exactly. It's like you thought it was over.
Yeah.
Got a little more butt for you.
Yeah.
Right down low.
Yeah.
See it, like you said, I see them at Walmart a lot.
You do.
In the checkout line.
It's like when you watch all the credits, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every credit.
To the end.
Till that little like lion roars at the end.
That's
coming
it.
out of a
And
set
that's
of
the
butt
butthole,
lips. Ugh. Gross. We have a real exciting show for you tonight. But first, a bit of business. Boyspodcast.com. It's a hub of all things boys. There you will find links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, our favorite butt lips. We like them, pin them. I like to pin back a set of butt lips when I'm going to town.
Find our Pinterest. There's butt lips all over it.
That's right. That's boyspodcast.com.
Boys is available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify. Follow us on Spotify.
You can
Follow us on Spotify.
You can do something. You can follow, subscribe.
Do all of those things. Leave a review on iTunes. Helps us rise to the ranks on that forum there. Subscribe. Donate. There's a golden donate button on the page. Helps us pay for cables and
Josh's butt lip removal surgery he's about to have.
It's a pretty expensive process, actually.
Well, when you're done, they just throw them on one of those like metal trays.
Yeah.
And then they throw a little meat in it. It looks like a steamed pork belly bun from Goro.
Like Steakums.
Okay. Email us at boysatboyspodcast.com. Email us all those sweet pictures of butt lips. That's what we're here for now.
Butt lips. Hashtag butt lips in the wild. Is
Butt
that too
lips
long
in
of
the
a
wild?
hashtag?
No, it's not.
No, it's good.
It's not.
Always room for butt lips.
Yeah. Shoot us some feedback so we can give you some of these stickers. Please. We have so many stickers. It's really hard for me to see.
Well, I can't see you over the stack of stickers.
Exactly. Yeah. It's becoming, it's a workplace hazard.
We're like Scrooge McDuck just swimming in stickers here.
I will say the stack is going down.
It is going down.
But we got a lot left. So, write in.
Yeah.
Give us a little feedback.
Yeah.
If you never want to hear those two magical words out of our mouths again.
Butt lips?
Yep.
Oh, it's happening now.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Email us. Like you said, man, just put that physical address in there. We won't stalk you. We won't come by and look in your window and see your butt lips.
We haven't already done it.
We'll just send you a sticker.
Or have we?
Or two.
To pin it back.
Oh,
Get the long boys sticker so you can...
a classic bumper sticker. When's the last time you actually bought a bumper sticker?
Oh, the big ones?
Like a classic, what are they? Probably 9 inches long by like 3 or 4 inches tall.
I know, like Alex Jones had one in Force. You see those all over the place.
Yeah,
my master.
Not much anymore. But it was always like a small town music store always had them. Like Granny's Music Mall had a cool one with the parrot, I think, playing a Stratocaster or something.
They had a parrot that lived in the store, and it was their mascot, and it would say things. I go, brah, butt lips, brah. I'm still working on my parrot.
Yeah.
I'm getting there, though.
You'll get there. I have no doubt in my mind that you'll get there.
One day. I aspire to add that to the list. I had a couple other impressions I was working on. I'll see if I can remember them tonight. I might just throw them in casually.
Yeah, we'll see if we can guess them.
Yeah. All right. That sounds like a great
fun game.
Thank you to our sponsors, Anthem Brewing, the only beer that you drink. All other beers, don't even fuck with them. Just get you an Anthem, pour it down your throat, guzzle it, pee it out. AnthemBrewing.com. Fat Bison. Holy shit. Speaking of butt lips, I think that originated with Matt and I. I'm pretty sure.
Lips.
I'm pretty sure. So
You
Big
TM'd
ups,
it.
big ups to Matt over at fatbison.com, maker of high-quality wooden signs, furnishings, trinkets, doodads. Adorn your butt lips.
Do you have a business? He'll make something cool for your business. He's made some cool things for some businesses.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
My friend, he makes beautiful wares.
I'm
And
sure,
he's
too,
he's a wonderful man.
if you send him a picture of some butt lips, he can make you like a hat rack or something.
Yeah.
Coat rack.
Use code word butt lips to save 10% on your next order at fatbison.com.
Nice. Champion Vintage Joke, I see on Instagram. Check that out. They're going to start an Etsy page.
They're going to start an Etsy
They're going to
page.
start an Etsy page. An Etsy page so you can buy shit from wherever you are. You don't have to go to the Instagram. You can just click it, buy it.
All right, well,
Keep your eyes peeled.
keep us up to date on that,
Keep you up
Josh.
to date on that.
Lastly, thank you all for listening.
Thanks so much.
I mean it. Let's just go around and say thank you. Dylan, go ahead. Kick it off.
Thank you so much. You've given my life meaning in dark times. I mean, I wouldn't be here without all of you.
Muchas gracias, mi amigos.
Thanks. Now on with the show. We are here with Jackie Jones.
Hello.
How you doing?
Great. Just
Good.
got off work. Much better now.
Nice.
Much better.
How are you guys?
Same.
So good.
Just got off work.
Yeah.
We're here. We're doing an episode, so all is well in the world. We might blow away in a tornado.
Let's hope not.
That's
What
gotta be-
is that?
Dude.
It's just like been every day
It's
something
May.
happens.
It's May in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
True. You know what's weird though? Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I don't remember nighttime tornadoes.
Yeah. Well,
No, yeah.
Like 10
Yeah.
o'clock at night, I'm
I don't know
like
why that's funny
grabbing
to
my
me.
dog and maybe going to the shelter.
Sounds like
yeah.
grabbing the mattress and hiding in a closet.
Exactly.
sounds like a country song. Nighttime tornado.
Oh, yeah.
No, they were always like mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
Like 4 to like 7.
Yeah.
Generally.
When did the infamous May 3rd tornadoes hit? Wasn't that around 6 or
I
7?
believe it was a
I was
6
gonna say May
p.m.
3rd.
Oh,
Sorry. No,
yeah.
I don't know.
Wasn't that 99? Wasn't that
It
the...
was. I was working at Hot Topic
Oh.
in Crossroads Mall, and there was a lady who was my manager. Her name was Brandolyn. She was this like Amazon beautiful gothic girl who was in a Cure cover band
Brad?
Whoa.
called Wish. And
Okay.
she sang and she played baritone guitar. And she was just like statuesque and just sweet. And I was young. I was like 18. Yeah, I was 18 or maybe 19 at the time. And I just looked up to her in so many ways. And I was just like, oh, you're so beautiful and you're so sweet. And she was very motherly.
Yeah.
And they came around the mall and they were like, all right, everybody's getting under the mall. Close up your store. We're getting down in the safe space. And we're down there. And I'm like holding on to her because I'm scared to death. And she was older than me. So it was like,
How much older?
she was probably in her like late 20s. Maybe she was 30 by then, something like that. And I was just like hugging her like I was a little baby. And,
Right.
and she was just holding me to her breast and like patting my head. And I was just like, this is so wrong, but so right.
Right.
This is how I want to die. And it was great, but it was so scary. The power went out. And here's all these people, mall employees, customers.
Oh, yeah. It hit right there, too.
It was right by the mall.
Yeah.
Riff raff. There was all kinds of people under the mall.
I remember there was a gas station just down the way and an ATM machine. No, it was a bank that had an outdoor ATM machine.
Yeah.
And the ATM machine got hit and there was just cash flying everywhere.
That's
Brad.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
that's a
something out
good
of like,
It happened. I was
Yeah.
there, but they had it all like quartered off so you couldn't like
Whack.
try to grab it.
what's that movie with the little boy who's like a hellion?
Problem Child?
Yes, it sounds like something out of Problem Child.
Great movie.
Anyways,
Problem
have you ever
Child.
been in a tornado?
I have never witnessed one, personally, but I mean, I've lived in Oklahoma my entire life. This is the yearly deal.
Yeah.
The one time it did get kind of scary is when we were in high school and it hit like the village.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a get in the closet with my mom moment for sure.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to McGinnis.
McGinnis.
When you get in
Mickey
the closet
G's.
with your mom or dad
Mm-hmm.
or best friend, when you're a kid and that happens, that is a very scary time.
That's a moment. There was one time my mom, it was like the one time she ever went out and did something for herself. She left me to take care of my sister, which were 7 years apart. So she went to see a movie, and then of course that's the day she goes to a movie, and
God, that sucks.
tornadoes all day. So I had to grab the mattress and get my sister and I in the tub. And
Yeah.
I've done that.
she didn't
one,
know
yeah.
anything about it until she gets out of the movie, and everything around her is crazy. And she's like, "Oh my god, my daughters!"
Yeah. Would that
So-
be the worst place to be when a tornado happens? Is in a
You know?
movie theater?
I think an outdoor movie theater would probably be
Like
A
a
drive-in?
fucking
Yeah,
drive-in?
drive-in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
because
would
there's
be the
nowhere
worst.
for you to go.
Nowhere.
Like, what are you
No.
going to hop in
Well,
a
it's
ditch?
literally a movie like from Twister where it goes through the drive-in.
Yeah.
So, that's a fucking nightmare.
Okay, so we've established indoor or outdoor, either one, scary place to be. Because if
Very
you're
scary.
indoors, it might be even scarier because you have no clue. You got your THX surround sound going on. You're watching Jurassic Park. You're in the zone.
Yeah.
And then all hell is being
Or is it the
broken
best place if you're seeing a thriller and like
True.
that's during like a crucial moment the fucking
screen
roof
rips
flies
out.
out.
Like,
I'm sure we-
That's
my
like, that, you
gosh.
can't pay for that.
No.
That's
No,
free.
No,
no,
that's like 4D. What's that thing they got now? The 4D experience where the water
Yeah.
splashes
Yeah.
on you. It's
I've
a
heard of that. Has
40. Yeah, but
anyone
it's a
done that
tornado
yet?
coming
No.
in.
I want to.
Is
so
it like
bad.
$50 a pop?
It's crazy. I didn't do the 4D. There's one called D box that you get in, and you can adjust the level of the intensity.
100%.
And it just like it moves you around
Did you
and
max
shit.
it out?
Danny and I went, took an edible. I ate an edible and went. So by the time it started, I did
Smoke
weed.
drugs.
And it was totally kicked in. I was like, I'm just gonna put this thing onto the fucking max, dude. Let's ride it.
dude.
Yeah.
And dude, jostled. It was Deadpool 2. I think we were going to see. And
Oh, I
it's just
bet
like,
that was fun.
I'm just.
Need to take some
Going
Dramamine
to-
after that one?
Yeah.
And then I just turned it down. I almost went to a different seat, even though I paid like $30 for this ticket. Like it was just too much, too intense.
I could imagine being in a movie theater, tornado hits, you die,
Mm-hmm.
all because you had to see Medea on opening night.
Yeah.
What a
saw-
way to go.
Yeah, what if it's a bad one?
Yeah.
Medea Christmas 3.
Yeah.
Or it's a guilty pleasure
Yeah.
that you went by yourself and you told your friends you were somewhere else and you went to see a movie and then they're like, what happened? Died in fucking Gigli.
Yeah. No, you're the one that get on the news like, we have a survivor. What were you? I was in there watching, shit, what was I watching? Fuck, dumb. All right, I saw Julie. You're trying to make up a movie so you don't look like a dweeb.
It's
Yeah.
like local man goes missing and you're watching like Happy Feet 2 or something like that. It's like, oh, you're a creep
I mean,
and you're
that's
dead.
kind of, yeah.
Hey,
I'm just like a creepy man in a trench coat
I've seen several, well, not several. I've seen a few kids movies
in theater
at the theater.
with no kids with you.
No, with kids with me.
Okay.
I went with Matt and his daughter, who was like 4 at the time, and we went and saw Trolls. And I too ingested a thing,
Medicine.
and we went to the movie theater that's in North Park Mall.
Ooh, the dollar
the
theater.
dollar theater.
Yeah.
So rad.
Which is like $3 anymore.
yeah,
The most uncomfortable seats.
and they're so
It's classic.
loud.
It's old school.
Yeah,
You just gotta
totally.
always adjusting. Like, well, my butt's asleep, and I don't really know what to do here.
That's why movies used to only be like an hour and a half because the fucking seats suck. Now
now
they can be 3
you're
hours
sticking to
because
the
you're in a
floors.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fucking leather recliner.
Dude, I
Seat with
can't.
the feet kick out.
I can't
Love
fuck
that
with
shit.
those because I'll just sleep.
Yeah.
You know, like unless it's like a really good movie.
It's a
You
really
paid- you paid
expensive
$15
nap.
to nap.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so dumb.
And
But,
that slushy
they're-
machine,
They are
too.
comfortable.
Your bucket
they are
of
so
Dr.
good.
Pepper gets all watered down, and
yeah,
man,
yeah.
There are some movie theaters that have actual beds in them. Like they're
What?
like fancy.
Ew,
yeah,
ew.
like fancy.
That's
Dude,
like a teenager.
That's
like,
just what you do at home.
Yeah.
Why would you go somewhere to do
Because
that?
I want to pay somebody $40, get a sitter, so I can go watch, Hot Tub Time Machine 5. Which
I
isn't
don't-
a thing.
in bed.
hotel
I
rooms.
hope not.
Hotel rooms creep me out enough.
Yeah.
Like sleeping, because okay, I have a thing about hotel rooms. You go into a decent. Let's say you stay in a decent hotel. It doesn't have to be 5-star.
like a Ramada.
Sure. Let's say a Hilton, Sheraton,
Yeah.
A
something like
DoubleTree.
Holiday Inn
Yeah.
Express. Do you really think that they wash the sheets between every single guest, or do you think they come in? They're like, good enough, and we're just going to remake the bed. They check for stains
I'm
or
pretty sure-
socks.
I think health code makes them do
You
that.
think they have to?
But you can't control comforters.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
That's not something that gets
no,
changed all
true.
the time.
And that's a lot of laundry.
I was listening to this podcast and they did like that was like the question, right? It's like how clean is a hotel room? And so they had they asked a bunch of employees from hotels and stuff, hey, you don't have to give us your names or whatever. What are things that people should know? So one of the things they did say was yeah, we totally clean all the bedding and everything except the pillowcases, which fuck that. That alone to me is just
they don't.
I don't need
really
people drool. That isn't mine.
Or head lice.
Yeah, head lice, any of that shit. It's so gross.
Yeah.
That's unsettling.
Yeah.
Have you ever stayed in a really shitty hotel somewhere?
Yeah, of course.
Terrible?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember one in...
Sometimes just for sport.
Really?
It's I just got to pull in here and say, Southside Oklahoma City, baby.
Yeah.
The green carpet in. Check that.
I'm roughing it. I'm roughing it. Oh, man. I stayed at one... I don't remember the concert, but my sister and I went to Canes. Who was it? Oh, it was He Who Should Not Be Named, Ryan Adams. We went before, well, in the midst of him being a terrible person.
No one knew.
No one knew at the time. And
People probably knew.
some people knew. I didn't know.
Fans weren't made aware.
My sister and I did not know.
Right.
We were ignorant, blissfully ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were going to drive back, but we both got drunk and decided, hey, let's just get a hotel room and we'll kick it old school and head to toe it in the bed and just be cheap. It was like your classic roadside trucker hotel where you pull up right to the door.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we walk in and we already had paid for it, and that's how they get you. You don't see the room. It's not like you're buying a house. You don't tour the room.
$29.95 a night and that HBO sign lit up.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting for $29.99.
Yeah.
a
Well,
night.
we didn't. We should have.
You're a younger man.
I was younger. I was young.
Foolish young man.
Young and dumb. And we opened the door to get in the room, and we're just like, ew.
Yeah.
There was mold in the corners.
What?
There was a shower, but no shower curtain.
Of course.
Tight.
And fuck bathing.
Yeah.
Taking a bath in a hotel.
Yeah, taking a bath in a hotel like that, you're just getting dirtier.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
wet.
It's one of those where you don't even...
internally dirtier.
Yeah,
forever
and,
unclean.
And it's that soft water, that's it doesn't actually and the soft soap. It's I feel worse now. Thank you so much.
And it dries your skin out as soon as you get out. You're just ugh. And you sleep on top of the bed, fully clothed.
Yeah.
It was bad, and I'll never do it again. Now, luckily, I do a lot of traveling for work these days, and my boss is really cool about getting us nice hotel rooms. We don't rough it at all, which is great. But even a nice hotel, I'm a little skeezed out sometimes because, you walk in, you throw your bag down, get ready, whatever. But then you start looking close, and you're like, ew, look behind there. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty.
You see like a cockroach fly.
I've seen them.
The classic ones are the ones that have a little table about the size of this with 2 chairs that are on wheels for some reason, and then a hanging light above it, and those 2 little cups. You're supposed to put water. They're cocktail glasses, pretty much.
Yeah.
And an ice bucket. I do like the whole walk to the ice machine, fill it up with ice.
Yeah. Pour it in the sink. Put your beers in the sink.
Or you get a Coke from the machine, but you got your little fifth of whiskey. You're going to make a little whiskey Cokes in the hotel room.
Yeah.
We went to the fest in Gainesville, and we stopped. We're tired. Let's just fucking stop in Atlanta, Georgia. We stopped just outside of Atlanta. It was a $30 a night spot. In not a very safe part of town. And we get in the room, fuck it, let's just sleep real quick, and we'll hit the road in a few hours. It's one of those rooms that have the door that go to the other room.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But this door,
Good
didn't
sign.
lock. Opened straight into the other room. So I'm freaked out. So I move the dresser that has the TV on it in front of that door.
Yeah.
Didn't sleep a wink. The whole time I'm staring at that door like someone's going to kick this thing in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the actual door you stay in, it doesn't quite shut all the way. It'll shut and lock, but there's about an inch of space between you and the outside.
It's like a bathroom stall door.
It was sketchy.
I think
super sketchy.
I think I'd rather sleep in my car.
Right?
At that point.
I was trying to get people to
you're
let's just
tough,
go.
man. You're
No,
tough.
I just think hey, you know what you're getting for $30 a
know.
night,
Hey,
and
I
fucking, you're already in Gainesville.
Wasn't my
at
choice.
Fest, party it up. See what kind of friends you can make with this.
They call me the 5-star kid. I don't.
They also call you a cheap ass.
No, I don't say anything. I was trying to get them to keep driving. We'll get like a double tree or something. We'll just stop here. It's cheap. I'm like, fuck.
Hey, guess what? You're here tonight.
Yeah,
and that's what
live to
matters.
Tell the tale.
Yeah, you live.
We've survived. We'll survive tonight. It's a tornado. Hopefully.
It's looking pretty calm. I think we're going to be okay.
And Mike Morgan's just having a good day.
They just have hard-ons and just go hard, and that's their job.
This is the month they live.
That's true. They like pregame.
He hibernates. And then this is like they come out full force. This is when you play the Mike Morgan drinking game.
No, what is that? I don't know.
All the rules are online.
Oh, okay.
You pick a storm chaser like Val or Jim. Whenever they get on, like that's the person who's in charge of the drinking at that point.
Okay.
Like, whenever he says like certain like words,
like hook echo or things like that, you take a drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
that screaming eagle effect that you drink to that.
Yeah.
And it seems like every year there's a new term that they all throw around. And I'm trying to remember the one I heard the other night, but damn it, I can't for the life of me. But it was some weird thing, and I was like, oh, so that's a thing now.
And they all say it like it's just always been a fucking scud was one of them. Like they just say like that's just in the vernacular. You should know this.
See, I just remember that word from Operation Desert Storm.
Scud missile.
The Scud missile. Yeah. That was cool. I mean, the war was not cool.
Right.
Totally unjustifiable.
Yeah.
Well, that was a war to show off the new weapons that we had, like the Scud missile. Just show all these off, man.
And night vision cameras.
Oh, and they showed the bombs over Baghdad.
Yeah. Good song. I did remember back then I was proudly... No, I guess it was later. That was during George Bush Sr., wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
W.
Fast
Senior.
forward...
No. Herbert Walker, sorry.
Yeah. HW.
HW.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Recently.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. The mother and the father died.
Yeah.
Both Bushes.
She died, and then like a few months later.
Wasn't he like grabbing asses or something?
Oh,
though?
he was
Wasn't
living it up while he could.
I think he was kind of a feisty old man. I think he was like grabbing butts and stuff before.
Huh.
I get it.
Yeah. YOLO. Yeah. So Jackie, in preparation for the show tonight, I was racking my brain. We've known each other a long time.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember when I met you. And I feel like it predated when you were a bartender. But I can't.
Oh, most definitely.
But I can't remember exactly when. I'm trying to remember how far we go back. But it's been a while.
Yeah.
Known you for a long time.
Yeah.
And now you're a tattoo artist.
I am.
And I want to talk about that a little bit.
Let's talk.
Okay, that's what we're here for. So pull that mic up to you a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you. So when did you start doing that, and why did you start doing that?
Why? I've always wanted to do tattoos. I've always done art, whether it was just like for myself or commissions or going to school for it, all that stuff. But it takes forever to get an apprenticeship. It's, people don't necessarily want to groom their competition. So it makes a lot of trust with the person training you and, a lot of loyalty based around it. Mm-hmm. So finally, bartending helped me meet Chad Miller because he likes to drink. And I got him drunk enough finally to let me have an apprenticeship.
Now, was this something where did you like work on him for a while?
Plant the seeds?
Yeah, we were friends for a while.
Okay.
And he doesn't like to talk about tattooing once he's been drinking. Like, if you see a Miller Lite in his hand, don't bring up tattooing to Chad Miller.
Understandably.
He's very like...
No one wants to talk about work outside of work.
Well, exactly. He just sees it as, I'll forget this conversation, and if we make a, I've done it.
Like a handshake deal.
Yeah, don't try to book a tattoo apartment while blasted.
Yeah, that's why I keep my book with me at all times, because I'm just like, I write this shit down. But
I could see that, like, fuck yeah, I'll tattoo you tomorrow.
Let's fucking do it. Let's do that South Park tattoo.
Oh, I've done that all the time. Like shows, like I'll be at a show watching a band. I'm like, you guys are fucking cool, man. You should like. I work for Keeley. Like I throw the Keeley card out. And like, yeah, man, just fucking hit me up on Instagram or something. And then I totally forget, and I get a message like, oh, did I promise him I was going to give him something?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah. I finally learned to not quote anymore because I'll quote like, yeah, this just sounds like a fun
What did the
one.
buddy do?
And then I'm really pissed at myself.
Sounds like a fun one. It's because everything is fun right now.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Precisely. Which is why, don't talk about tattooing with a beard in your hand.
Yeah.
But
makes sense.
Whatever.
It's a good rule.
So you worked on him for a little while.
Yeah.
And eventually he was like, all right, fuck
he
it,
finally
shit.
took me seriously.
Okay.
Jake Morrissey was my roommate at the time. And they went out drinking, and he was finally like, Jackie's serious. Like, look at her portfolio. Like, she's not, like,
Former guest coming in with the wingman there on that one.
Good job, Jake.
Yeah, right?
So that
Jake
was when his shop was still next door to the Blue Note?
Yes.
Okay. That was pretty
Yes.
convenient. being
Oh, yeah.
right
Well,
behind.
that's when I started Blue Note. It was my beginning of my apprenticeship. I would work at Hard Luck in the daytime and then bartended at Blue Note at the nighttime. I lived in that building.
Yeah.
Nice.
One parking spot.
But it's nice. You just hop from one.
Yeah, that's
exactly
pretty
right.
nice.
You just hop from one to the other.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And then when I'm bored at the shop, I would go next door and just bullshit with people, bring them into the shop and tattoo and stuff. It's good.
Yeah, get a little side money there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that for you right now, man. Come on over. I got time.
That's how it works.
And then you
It's
just see
fun.
them like, oh, she called my bluff.
Yeah.
I guess that
yeah.
they killed Kenny back piece is really going to happen. Oh, no. It's only $20.
Yeah. She said it was $20.
How long is an apprenticeship?
Well, in Oklahoma, every state's different. Depends on their health department rules. I personally think Oklahoma does it right. It's really, really long. While it's frustrating to be in that process, you appreciate it in the end. It's 1,500 hours of just sitting on your pussy and watching the shop.
Here, Josh?
And answering phones, witnessing how tattoos are, supposed to be laid out. And
Are you cleaning tubes and doing all that stuff too?
Yeah, you're pretty much the shop bitch. You're mopping and sterilizing tubes and setting appointments and all the good stuff.
Running errands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting lunch.
Right.
Just being a general assistant for free for 1,500 hours. And once you finish all those time, you take the state board test and you pass it, hopefully. Then they give you your apprentice license. And then you do free tattoos for an entire year.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's between both of those steps, that's a pretty long fucking.
It's a lot.
Well,
But
she did say she bartended right next door. So that's
literally sheer wall. There were so many
yeah.
times I was like, I'm going to cut a hole in this wall and just have some drawer to stick my hand out and then hand me a beer while I'm working in here. I don't drink while I'm tattooing. I'm designing.
Right.
But it's the year of free tattoos where we pretty much just like friends who really trust you to like, they want to help you learn. And God, I have so many friends I just love for letting me learn them. I've done some trash tattoos.
Hey, we all
a lot
start
of good
somewhere.
friends wearing my rookie cards.
Yeah.
So it's but once you do that and you get a year into that, a year to the date, you go back to the health department and give your bend over fee, and they give you your big kid license.
Now, is this a license that do you have to renew this every year?
Every year,
Okay.
yeah.
I was curious about that. I didn't know if it was like a lifetime thing or every 4 years.
Oh no,
6
it's
or whatever.
yearly, and the shop is yearly too.
Okay. And so how long have you been a full-fledged tattoo artist?
Fully licensed 4 years.
Oh, what? Dang, it doesn't seem like that long.
I know, it's weird.
That's awesome.
The
Time flies,
apprenticeship lasted forever.
Did that seem
And
longer?
then now that I've been licensed, it's
Exactly. Did that seem much longer than from
Absolutely.
AP?
We've been in our new shop for 2 years now, and that's crazy to me.
And where is that
Yeah.
located?
That's located in 904 Northwest 23rd Street.
All right.
It used to be a old bookstore, right?
The bookstore is 2 houses down, which
What
I'm
did that
pretty
one used
sure
to be?
that's a front, dude. That's a front.
What are they selling out of there?
not a bookstore.
Some of
Oh, no,
those
well, you guys
nose
are-
books?
Yeah.
Well, you guys was the old. There's an old recording studio. It was a hip hop recording studio, I believe. Is what it
That
was.
was.
Yeah,
Yes. Hard Luck was a recording studio, and then it was a salon, and then we got in there.
Very cool.
You got away from the 23rd Strip BS. Like what?
I don't know. They do great over there, but we definitely have more street show now, because we used to be in like the armpit of 23rd Street, right next to Blue Note and stuff. So we have more walk-ins now, which is really cool.
Nice.
And ample parking. That was the thing with the other one. Is like, well, if this whole front strip's packed up, I guess I'm going to park behind the Blue Note and
Yeah.
walk over there.
Yeah.
Or in the neighborhood and just like take a little jaunt over there.
Yeah.
So, okay, have we had a tattoo artist on the show before? I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
But if we did, I'm sorry. But I was curious. So,
A lot of episodes.
155.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
It's been a
people.
lot.
A lot of butts in the seats here. Okay. I almost said what you said earlier, but that wouldn't have sounded the same.
It's really,
It's part of the lexicon now. I'll just not say it into a microphone.
Yeah.
oh, for sure.
What? So this might sound kind of generic, but since you are our first tattoo artist on the show,
Yeah.
at least as far as I can remember, what would you give tips to customers that come in? Like, give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30
Wow.
tips for people that maybe are new.
Yeah, you watch those YouTube videos that are like the top blah blah blah. They're always like top 30, right?
Yeah, at least top 155 tips for people. What, based on your experience, some of the good, some of the bad. What irks you? What pisses you off, and what makes you really happy and excited
how
about
much time you
tattooing? We got 30 minutes.
Well, I will say, first one I can come off the top of my head is don't have someone else call for you.
That's a
We
thing.
get so yeah,
Like
right.
like your mom's calling in sick for you at school.
Someone will call and say, "Hey, start asking about a tattoo," and you're answering the question, and then they're answering the question to the person next to them, and then that person is saying the answer, and then you hear their answer, and then they answer it to you, like you didn't just hear them answer.
Yeah,
And that happens so often.
That's-
like
dude.
so often.
that's
like,
crazy.
That'd be
Call for your
irritating.
own tattoo. Like I don't understand. I don't know if it comes from like people are just intimidated by tattoo shops, but it's
Maybe.
I don't
Possibly.
get that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
We're
to
really
walk in
not
there
scary.
at some point.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or maybe
But
the fear of talking to a tattoo artist, but the
that-
majority
that
of getting a
again is
tattoo
not,
is
we're all a bunch of fucking idiots,
Right.
nerds. Like,
Yeah.
like just hey, say hey. Here's
Totally.
my idea.
what are they expecting once they get in there? They book the appointment, and you're not just going to sit there in total silence. Like that's the thing about getting a
Oh, I've
tattoo.
had
is
those.
You have to have a conversation. at
People
some
come
point.
in, people come in and just sign
there.
it and sit there.
That would be so awkward.
And you're like, so
It's not bad.
what do you do? What are you into? Nothing. Just like silence. Like, cool, man. Well, I guess
I'd
I'm
rather
gonna draw
have
a
that
dick
than have
now.
someone call for someone else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's weird.
there's
Yeah.
something
And it's just
very
this
weird.
echo on the phone of them answering. I usually just say, "Can you hand them the phone?" Like, why?
Why are we playing
Why
telephone
are
over
you
the
here?
telephone? That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yes, exactly.
My friend wants a tattoo of a Pikachu, but he's got like a heart on. Is that cool?
That is cool, but
That is pretty cool, right?
That is
Yeah.
kind of.
Snake pity.
what is something that somebody does? Besides the obvious, tipping well, being on time,
Tip.
not no showing.
Don't be early.
Okay.
That's another thing. Like be on time or be within like 10 minutes late if you're going to be late.
Okay.
I'd rather you be late than early. There's a lot of time. Like you don't always, if your appointments are stacked, you only got a few times to snack.
Right.
And if you're sitting there, I hate it's awkward. I guess it's like I was raised in the service industry, waiting tables and bartending. You're not supposed to eat in front of the customer.
No, so you're eating half a sandwich over a trash can.
I get really
Yeah.
nervous,
Yeah.
like when the customer's there. I like to be ready to go and like sign these papers. Let's get in there. Don't change your mind. Let's go.
Yeah.
And when people show up early, you're kind of like just sitting there. Hi.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
I'm not ready
You
yet.
got like a nice sandwich sitting back there, just getting stale.
Neptunes is all like ready to go. Just,
Oh boy.
I love Neptunes. This is a free plug for Neptunes.
Yeah.
Hey,
the
Get
best bread.
Keep Neptunes alive, people, please.
Please.
But
that
you know,
We
building's
already
cool.
lost Charcoal Oven. Like, keep Neptunes alive.
I heard something sad about Neptunes though. Speaking of, they're getting rid of their potato salad.
What?
Huh.
Yep. I saw a snippet. Actually, Kate sent me a snippet, a web snippet, and they are getting rid of their.
That's what they call them.
How old are you?
I know that sounded very grandpa. didn't
My old lady showed me a newsreel.
About this peace out.
it? Yeah, but
Peace out.
the potato salad was one of my favorite
So
potato
damn
salads in the
good.
world.
Yeah.
Because it's a mayonnaise-based potato salad, like it fucking should be.
And the potatoes are diced. They're like little cubes. Oh man, I would get two. I'd get my sandwich and I would get two
You
sides
need
of
to go
potato
and just
salad.
order like 30 rounds of it and start
Yeah.
freezing it.
Yes,
Saving it.
and I'll have it forever.
Nice. It's a good idea.
It did make me sad, but best bread.
Oh my God. Yes.
And here's the thing about
Eating
Neptunes.
a cloud.
The sandwich, there's nothing fancy about them, but that's the beauty. They're so simple, soft, delicious.
Affordable. It's pretty cheap.
It's
And there's a drive-through.
Well, as
that's where
yeah.
it gets me.
As a
Like,
vegetarian-
sell me at the drive-through.
The drive-thru
all day.
rules.
might have sandwiches $3.
Couscous.
So.
They have a drive-through.
Oh, dude,
all of it.
couscous. Oh,
Okay, I never used the
I love
couscous drive-thru.
couscous, dude.
I eat
It's so
couscous a lot,
good.
but I'm always afraid to use. It's one of those places that has one, but they don't advertise really
they'll
that they have
stare
one.
at you for like a cool 5 minutes if they're not ready for you.
Yeah.
And they'll just like they won't acknowledge you.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
I didn't
But
know
it
they had a
worked.
drive-through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a window on the side of their building,
Right.
Yeah.
But
There's
It
no
used to be
sign
utilized
for
more
it.
before they built it on. Now that they're bigger, it's they don't really acknowledge it. But
yeah,
I know you're there.
couscous is great.
Just
Dude.
give me my food. Let me get back to the shop.
I need to go to
Yeah.
couscous soon. I had a really bad falafel the other day, and I was like, "This is
From where? Call them out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're calling out bad falafel here on Boys Podcast.
Yeah, definitely. It was the Rooster that just got redone.
Well, here's the thing. Any new restaurant, you have to give them like, I would say like a month of like
No.
growing pains to
No.
learn. You don't think so?
Nope. How are you gonna fuck up hummus, dude? It's like 4 things.
That's 2 things, but
I'm just saying, like,
Maybe theirs is 4.
you know, if you get
That's why
you
it's
know,
bad.
regular hummus with like some like garlic in it, you know, like a garlic hummus and all that jazz. So this is the most bland hummus I've ever had in my life, which is like, what? And the pita bread that was overcooked, and their falafel that had no taste. It just tasted like fried nothing. I'm like, dude,
I love
how
that band
Did you
though.
have the flu that day?
no,
Were your taste buds?
nope.
Oh, damn.
My taste buds.
That's a serious
On
critique.
Jackie's being trying
On
to like
point.
keep, let's raise this. Let's not be too harsh on her.
definitely.
It was just shitty.
It was bad.
It was bad.
It was bad. I was there with 2 other people, and my buddy Brian got a hamburger that was fine, and then Camille got a BLT instead of bacon. It had mushrooms instead
I was
of
going to
bacon.
say bronchitis.
No, not bronchitis.
Okay.
An MLT.
And yeah, and
Okay.
she liked hers, and me and Brian were like, this isn't the best. But I've also heard from other people that it's really good. But I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'm curious to see what they've done with the place, because I used to go there, not all the time, but
Yeah.
here and there. And then we were going to go one night. We were over in that area. I was like, let's go stop by the Rooster. And they were closed and like it was gutted.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard anything about that. I don't go out much. And I was just like, oh, okay. And now I saw that it reopened, but I'm
It's a
not
lot
going to eat
different.
there.
It looks
Not
a lot
gonna eat.
different.
The pictures, it looks nice.
Yeah.
You know, just another business revamping. We got that someone bought. It was like sold and
Yeah.
rebought. But I'm glad they kept the name.
Yeah.
That's nice.
They kind of have to anymore with those historical
it's a
spots.
historical
Yeah.
spot. Yeah.
It's really loud. I don't know.
They
It's
bump
like
a lot of
weird
music?
thing.
Okay, now you sound like an old man.
I know. No, but it's just like the floor is...
walk in
the
The food had
whippersnappers
and
in
it's
here?
so
Point.
loud. Well, it's just a bunch of exposed brick and cement.
Oh yeah.
One of
it's like-
those.
yeah. I'm not old.
Provisions.
You're the youngest one here, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, you know, you get like 6 people talking in a concrete square, and it's like, oh, this is... I can hear everything you're all saying, which is fine. So
That's why I don't go out much anymore. I'm old. I'm cranky.
yeah.
I just stay at home and I'm with my things. My things and my weed.
Yeah.
My medicine, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Getting old sucks.
Yeah, it does. Tell me about it.
We went out. So Kate and I, our 2-year anniversary was Sunday.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Anniversary of the night we met. We base it on the night we met. Because the night we met, it was on. Not in that way.
May I be?
right?
May I ask who remembered the day first? Because there was a conversation of when's the first time we like met and hung out, and it's always the girl asking, and the guy goes, do you? I don't know. But who did you both like mark it in your calendar? Like we met on this day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in the Google Calendar and then set the reminder for once a year.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And it's like, boom, never going to forget.
Yeah.
I'm the good guy.
Hey, Diane and I don't
Should
know
set
our.
it for the day before. So you're
I do.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
good
nice.
things.
Pro tip.
We have
Yes.
3 different anniversary dates for our actual wedding. Well, on paper, it's one day.
Oh.
The actual event was another day. So, like, well, what do we do? Just I guess the day you actually got married, but
Yeah.
Go in between. Just
Yeah, that's what we did.
The observed anniversary holiday,
it's the 11th.
celebrate
Let's
the
just do
first
that.
day you fuck.
God knows when that was.
or will be.
Still waiting.
Got to get out the microscope. You know what I mean?
You're funny, man. That was really funny.
So Jackie,
So
what? Do you have any? And not that we need to name names. You know, you don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But do you have any horror stories of since you started tattooing? Is there anything that just, thought it was going good and then it just turned south as far as while you're doing your work?
oh well,
Or are there so many? Does it happen often?
man, no.
Okay.
Gotten the stride down at this point, but there is a funny one. Actually, it's funny only because she was such a fucking brat in the entire situation, but it's actually pretty tragic for her for the it was these 3 girls, and they all wanted to get tarot cards, which fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And all of them were just line work. So yeah, easy. Let's go do this. First girl goes, it's on her calf. I think she got the world card. Turned out great. She sat like a champ. Badass. Done in an hour. Next chick was her inner arm. A little bit of trouble. She moved, but got
Are
it.
we talking like
That's a
up
painful
here?
place to
Okay,
get.
yeah,
like under the armpit.
Yeah.
Ugh, spicy area.
Uh-huh.
Totally
Spicy,
get it.
yes.
Totally get it. Yeah. Got it finished. Third girl. She was the one who made the appointment. And for 3 weeks would call me and try to ask what they looked like. But they look like the fucking cards.
Yeah.
Go look at the cards. Go look at the line work on the fucking cards.
Yeah,
that's what they look like. I
It's
don't know what
literally
you
on
want.
this card
I
right
have
here.
nothing to design.
Yeah.
You were asking me to do the weight deck. So done. Go look at the cards. But she was real high maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Her friend, so we get to the day of, she's, everything's fine. My bedside manner's fine. We get the thing done. It's her turn, and she wants it on her ribs, which is always a questionable area.
Mm-hmm.
She had so many tattoos. Was in her first rodeo. Thought we were good. She had some on her stomach, which is like one of the harder spots to get tattooed. Just hurts. So I thought we were good to go. Put the stencil on. She wanted to move it like 4 times. But, whatever. Got it on there.
Yeah.
She's finally happy, finally ready to go. I'm barely touching her. And she goes, can you warn me every time you're going to touch me? Because I'm ticklish. And I just go, you hired me to touch you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Let's just say
touching you.
I'm gonna touch you.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
Here's
like,
your
I'm
warning.
literally
Yeah.
gonna be, she wanted me to be like, touching.
Here I go.
Here we go.
Nope.
And like, you hear the machine, just assume I'm gonna,
Yeah.
be in there.
If you hear
Right.
the whirring, it's happening.
Yeah.
They're touching you.
So her card was the full.
Fitting.
Yeah. So we get it on there,
Spicy.
and you're supposed to start from the bottom up. That's how the tattoo design with you're doing line work bottom up because you're wiping.
Oh,
your
okay.
stuff.
So you don't smear the stencil.
Yeah, so you don't
Okay.
get, you want your stencil has to stay on there. You lose your stencil, you start having tattoo blind. That's where you get, tricky shit starts.
That sounds
So
really
you-
hard to do.
Yeah.
It takes a minute. It's training. That's why it's 1,500 fucking hours.
Right.
Right.
It should be.
Yeah.
You're handling bloodborne pathogens. This is a permanent, indelible mark on someone. Like,
Yeah.
it's important. You should know. So, we start on the bottom. Tarot cards, all of the names of the tarot cards are at the bottom. So we start with the word the Fool.
Mm-hmm.
It should take 5 minutes tops to tattoo the word the Fool. It took 45 minutes.
Holy shit.
And it looked like shit because she was just moving. It was like I had to hold her.
Good.
She did not handle it well at all. And it was really sad. It's easy to tell the story. It's really sad. I
Yeah.
hate it when
Yeah.
this happens. Like, you're excited to do a design. You're really you're about it. You want to give this person something they're going to be proud to have. Your name is on it forever. You
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
be good at it.
That's your art.
Well, the tarot card's not my art.
Well, no, but you're
I'm the technician in which she's going to be having this piece.
your work.
So
Yes.
I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
her to be able to say, Jackie Jones did this. I'm proud of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's always the goal. It's not what makes me happy. It's what makes the client happy. So it's really sad when you get into it and you can tell, wow, this is going to be a problem. This is not going to go well.
Yeah.
And
She
when
just-
did that moment happen? Like
Like
right
the
away?
first fucking
Ugh.
T on the Fool.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So we finally get through the words the Fool, and she needs to take a break. And
Dude.
it turned into a 20-minute break of me just being like, all right, well, we can get back into it. If we can't get farther into it, like, here's what you need to do for your next session. Like, there are numbing creams. Like, we can try to land the stencil right on the same spot again. Like, so many things to be like, there is a way to fix this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She never came back. So now she has the words the Fool on her side.
Oh.
the rest of
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
Just the words the Fool.
Do you think she wears a Band-Aid on it? Like, do you see
Man.
like the grocery store checkout kid with
I
the
hope for
Band-Aid
her
on his
sake
nose?
she was able to
Oh.
afford to get it taken off because
Yeah.
it was just it was sad. Like
That is a
but
bummer.
the fool.
Yeah.
And she, I mean, it's kind of funny because she was such a fucking high maintenance little bitch. But
Yeah.
you know, like
So,
like
so it's a fitting actual tattoo. Then.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder, is she ever gonna get it like finished?
Yeah.
I hope she gets it taken off. Like her friends have these pretty cool pieces to commemorate a day, and then she has that, and it's just kind of sad.
Yeah, that's some other things. Like when you go in for like a friend tat with somebody, like if one person doesn't do it the whole way, it's kind of like
it's like Phoebe and Rachel.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing? Yeah,
We have some friend tattoos.
yeah, we do.
We have matching kitty cats.
Matching kitty cat.
I have 2 friend tattoos.
Everyone asks me what is that? What's that cat, man? Like, did you not grow up in the 90s? Were you never around?
Yeah, but not only the 90s. I remember that from like when I was a kid. I swear, and I'm not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm making that up. Like, do I just like that design so much that I thought I remember?
No,
it
it
from
was those
being a
little
kid?
stickers and the
like in the sticker vending machines.
Yeah.
like they were fucking everywhere.
They were like holographic,
50 cent.
sparkly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the little cardboard
Over at
thing.
what was that? Rock and Bowl. They had a ton of those.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would always get instead of like stickers, I would always get the tattoos, and I'd save up a bunch of them and
some
then
full
give
sleeves.
myself sleeves.
Yeah,
100%.
I could never get those to work. They would always like peel off. So
Oh,
I'd
I
have
got
like a
real
half
good
of
at
a
'em.
tiger or something on my
Well,
arm.
you can't put on the hairy part.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, as a kid, I didn't have hair.
You were always hairy.
I was a little beast. I was like an Ewok.
See, I skipped that, and I just got the tattoo sleeve like tights that you would wear on your arms. Those are sweet.
That's
a good look.
The cool rockabilly.
Gadzooks.
Yes.
Yeah, those cool rockabilly long sleeve tees that were an artist tattoo, or it's like the Anthony Kiedis or the Flea.
I remember those from the Rockabilia catalog, or at least the Rockabilia full page ad.
Oh, yeah.
In like a hit parader, and I remember seeing the Ozzy Osbourne one.
Mm-hmm.
But all of his tattoos are like old and bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just they're old, and I was like, man, that's a weird one to
You know
get.
he didn't heal him right.
And the shirts were flesh colored.
Yes.
Like, who's gonna wear a flesh colored long sleeve T-shirt with the tattoos in the right spots of your favorite rocker?
It's a strange thing. I don't think they sold a lot of those. I don't know.
Not a popular item.
So
I bet you'd be surprised.
Yep.
A
Yeah.
lot.
That sounds like a New Orleans, like fucking Bourbon Street selling item all day long.
So it's like, have you been to Rocklahoma?
yeah.
That's where those-
They're selling those at Rocklahoma.
Yeah.
yeah. So is it ever like annoying or anything when people bring like groups? It's like, hey, so like me, and like some friends want to get. I mean, I've done this twice by accident, really. Like with Cassie, right? So
Cassie's
like,
great.
yeah, me and my little brothers and my mom all got like matching tattoos that were all like a little different. And so it was like, hey, I always felt really bad because I've gotten 2 tattoos from her, and it's like it never fails. It's like anytime I get a tattoo, it's always with other people. So I called her and I was like, hey, can you do 4 tattoos? Like, it's just like all one right after the other. It's like me and my little brothers and my mom.
No, that's a good day at work.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
'Cause
as long as
I
you have
always
the
felt-
design ahead of time.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's really that's the deal.
Yeah.
Like, and if anybody wants any kind of difference on theirs, like,
Yeah.
let us know the day before.
Yeah.
Because if you can just have all of the stencils ready to go, then it just turns into just a.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
fills your day.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah. But if someone wants to change it mid like flow, that's
Yeah.
when it's a little like, motherfucker, I thought we were doing this.
Gotcha.
Have you ever
Otherwise, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
all
'cause
day long.
I've
More
always-
the merrier.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm always like, have I annoyed the shit out of Cassie? Because this has happened twice.
I will
It's
say
like,
too, if you're ever in a tattoo group, and everybody's getting the same tattoo, go last.
Yeah.
Because the tattoo artist has had a chance to practice all fucking day, and you're gonna get
That-
the best shot.
Yeah.
That is smart. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Did I go
Yeah.
first or second when we got ours?
I think you went first because you just did the line.
yeah,
I filled
didn't get
mine in.
I didn't get it filled in.
I get filled
And it
in.
wasn't because I couldn't take it.
Or if you're in a group that's like one of like a big group, maybe pick the second to last, so the tattoo artist isn't tired with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the later ones, a lot of practice happens.
Yeah.
and they go faster too.
I forget
Yeah.
which order I went. I know that my mother went last. And my mom is just a huge wimp when it comes to tattoos. She was like, "It hurts so bad," and we were
It
all
does
three
hurt.
just like,
It hurts a lot. I hate getting tattooed.
I think it's funny when people are like, it doesn't hurt. I'm like,
liars,
dude,
bullshit.
fucking liars.
They all hurt.
Yeah,
I know
man,
there's
it's actually,
different.
It's actually kind of like just getting a massage, man.
When
You're getting stabbed thousands of times.
I feel asleep. I've never. No one's ever fucking
No.
fallen
It's
asleep.
like you passed out.
Not even. No, you're
Dude.
crying the whole time.
I had somebody fall asleep while tattooing me. First tattoo.
Someone
And-
was tattooing you and they fell asleep.
Mhm.
Oh.
And then I was like, I guess I'm done with this tattoo. Fuck you,
That's
dude.
the last time I'm getting a
What?
fucking tattoo.
Was it in an apartment?
Jinx, Oklahoma, in a trailer.
No, dude. It was in Tulsa. And
It was in a shop.
Yeah, it was in a shop.
Holy fuck.
It was
And
my
now
first...
he just has a weird one that says "the fool"
Yeah,
on the
no.
side. It's really strange.
No, it was my first and biggest tattoo.
Probably
and
looks the same,
I
too.
still just, like, it was this, and I still haven't gotten it finished because I was just like, I just feel really bad about, like, the whole situation. Like, it sucked.
Was
Yeah.
he just like?
I
I'm
don't
assuming it was
understand.
a bald-headed biker guy with like a leather vest, and he's just like, "Hey, sit over here."
No, he was like
Sounds like a tweaker.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say
Sounds like a
nodding off.
scrawny little like tweakery dude.
Yeah,
With, like a
ki-
Monster Energy drink sticker on his car.
Essentially, that's what it seemed like. And I was like, man, this shop seems cool. It was the first tattoo I'd ever gotten, so I had no idea what I was doing, you know? Gave him the
Oh, they
design.
do that? Do they just take like a nap in the middle? I don't know.
Is this part of the process?
That I knew was wrong, and I left. I was like, fuck this, dude.
Well, I remember being, turning.
leave him
What
asleep.
he was? You just left with him asleep? I want to understand this.
Like, I saw him literally, like, he
Nod
was
off.
like, yeah, did this. And I was like, hey, dude. Nope. Like,
okay, so you caught him.
Yeah,
asleep.
I was
Oh,
just
okay,
like,
okay, good.
I'm leaving.
Good for you.
I'm leaving now. Like, you fell asleep. And he was like, no, I didn't. I was like, yes, you did. I know what, like, someone nodding off is.
Mhm.
And yeah, man. Like, oh, yeah.
You didn't pay or anything. Did they make you pay up front?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It was just like, it was fucking bizarre.
Yeah, I'd fucking walk out, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I remember, when I was younger, I got a couple of tattoos before I was 18, underground in Oklahoma City, before it was legal. They are not good. They have not aged well. They are all hidden, thank God. But I remember, turning 18 and being like, I'm going to go to Dallas and get a tattoo.
Gainesville was the spot.
Yes. And it was like home of the buy one, get one, or like a friend deal or something. And then I remember friends going down there and getting tattoos and coming back and like, not that all tattoo artists in Gainesville are shitty. Obviously, there's some great artists
Oh,
there.
there's fantastic artists in it.
But the ones, the ones they advertise on the billboards, and
That's what this one right here is. That's one of those bad
and
boys.
I remember seeing some real stinkers, and I mean, I have stinkers. I'm not tat shaming.
Yeah.
I have some stinkers, but it just feels like it's come such a long way. Like, I follow some.
Having stinkers is like having a full body portfolio, though.
It
Like, you
is.
should have a few that you're like, oh, damn it.
But yeah, it's like
that's a
But you have a story.
well-lived life.
Yeah, the evolution of
definitely.
me.
Yeah,
starting with
exactly.
this terrible Pisces symbol I have. Like everybody that has more than a few probably has one. They're just like, oh, that's kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna take my shirt off when I go swimming anymore. Thanks for that. But yeah, I feel like it's come a long way. I follow a lot of not a lot, but a few tattoo artists on Instagram, or I'll see stuff and I'm like, some of the things people are doing nowadays are so fucking awesome. Like some that just look super 3D, or like they're real artsy with like these really delicate lines, which I'm sure is a bitch to do.
There's some that I've seen that you can take it has something to do with like a QR code and it plays music and shit.
Yeah,
It gets a little too out there.
I
Or like
don't
glow in
know
the
if
dark
that's
ink and
real.
shit.
is that real?
I don't know if that's
Is the
real.
glow in the dark ink thing real?
Glow in the dark ink is
Have you
is
done any
real.
glow in the dark?
I don't. You have to no.
Don't fuck with that shit.
Ink fades. I know people who have glow in the dark ink,
And we've all had those glow in the dark stars on our ceiling when we were a
Yeah.
kid. Eventually, they
Duh,
stop glowing.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they all stop glowing.
I know a buddy of mine has wings on his back, and then half the wings don't glow anymore. So it's just like,
Oh, that's a
you know.
bummer.
Well, I mean, you get it covered up. Luckily, that kind of ink is easy to cover.
Yeah.
'cause it's, goes away.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that sound thing is.
It might have been
real.
something I saw.
I think
on-
I saw it, but it looked like it was like CGI shit that dude was
It
messing
might
with.
have been. It might have been one of those shit you see on Instagram where it's like hey, check out this new fucking app that does this
Yeah.
or this, and it's never that It's always some real folk shit.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a tattoo artist so bad. I like a kid, meaning like teenager, and I would like get tattoo magazines from Barnes and Noble or
Flash.
whatever. There was one called Tattoo Savage, and it was like the real alt, like kind of punk one. And then there was Tattoo Magazine and all these other ones. And the guy that was doing tattoos under the table, I use this term very loosely, apprenticed with him, which means I went and got him a Dr. Pepper or clean tubes.
Taco Bueno.
I've always liked to, I always liked to draw. So I drew a lot of stencils. Like I was and I'm very meticulous and love to like take my time with things. And so I would do his stencils for him and he would just trade me shitty tattoos and trade for those things.
You drew my leg tattoo.
I did, and it's not good. Sorry about
not.
that. Sorry to this day for that one.
My very first tattoo.
The journey of Josh.
Yeah.
But they've just come such a long way. But thinking about tattooing, I always got really anxious of like actually maybe doing it someday. And the big scary for me was if somebody wanted a cover up. Because I feel like that would just be such an intense job to have, especially if it's like a tough cover up. Covering up like a word on an arm might not be such a big deal, but like I have one that I want to get covered up, but I have two, I'm not counting from head to toe. I have two that I want to get covered up, but they're so big and so bad. I'm like, am I just going to do the like Rage Against the Machine guy and just get black sleeves?
Please don't do that.
I'm not Laura Jane Grace, but
Even then.
Have you ever done a big blackout?
No.
Because that seems like it would just be bastard.
I feel like, I don't know. I think you should
just roll with them.
not telling you what to do.
No, tell me.
No, what should do. Everyone it's their body, but I just think it's prime real estate. Why do you want it to be blacked out?
Yeah.
Or
unless you're really disappointed with your work you had before, and it's just like get rid of it.
Or if you were a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that. Black it out.
Oh yeah.
Black it out.
Black it out.
Just black it out.
Well, there's a lot of artists who do free cover-ups for people who have white supremacist work.
Really?
And they'll be like, yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's get you a beautiful piece of work. You've seen the light of day. You're decided that what you were into is...
Yeah, you're a changed person.
Yeah, you're changed. People evolve. Let them evolve. So I know lots of artists I follow will give free cover-up to that. Like they'll do like a censored... what you're about to see you might not like, and then they'll show the cover up piece, swastika or whatever, and then they'll show these beautiful pieces that they've made from it.
That's really cool.
It's like it's like a
really
phoenix
great.
rising from the ashes
Well,
story.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, yes, it's positive as fuck. So that's the way people should look at it.
Something
But
tonight.
see, I think what you should do, like, I think all tattoos, they tell a story, and it's not just like, well, this means blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no, I was 18, and I got this dumb fucking tattoo, but I remember, but it takes you back. It's like a time machine. You know exactly where you were when it happened. Like the shitty one you drew on my leg. That was a fucking weird night.
Take us down memory lane, if you will.
We went to 66 Bowl right afterwards. To go see, I think it was Mockingbird Lane, some rando band that was playing there. We would go there all the time, and ran into my ex-girlfriend, who ended up coming to my house that night because my parents were out of town, and we hooked up, and then she left, and then my actual girlfriend, who I was dating at the time, I cheated on my girlfriend that night with another girl.
So I wouldn't want to look at that tattoo.
Get that fucking shit covered up, dude.
No.
Get a swastika.
God.
It's a reminder. It's a reminder of. That was a mistake that I made in my life, and not to be that. I'm not that asshole anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
All right. See. Okay.
I'm
You
doing
turned
a
it
positive
around.
spin of like,
Turned it around.
don't be that dude.
Yeah. All right.
And at the time, I thought it looked cool at the time.
It's not the worst.
It's extremely
What is it?
1999.
Is it a Stussy?
Might as well.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. There are flames involved.
It's like 3 city buildings that are like in this very pop punk 90s,
Almost like hip hop. Yeah,
like almost graffiti, and then there are blue flames coming off this burning city, I guess.
But it looks a lot like the Rock City recording logo. That
it does.
Yeah. So I was like, that's what it is.
I do have one that I got. I went down to Austin to visit a friend, and at the time, I had this delusion of being a stand-up comedian. I was, I've been playing in bands since I was like 14. I like to be funny. I like to try to be funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to get a tattoo to commemorate the start of my journey that I never started. And I got,
JK.
Yeah. And the lady,
And
okay.
then a 20-sided dice.
Yeah, that one's recent.
Yeah, you're proud of that.
That one I
cool.
like. Yeah, that one we had.
That one's pretty great.
But I got it, and it was the lady. She has tiger stripes all over her body, and she's pretty famous. Like I remember seeing her in magazines. And I was like, oh, cool! I'm gonna get a tattoo from this like famous tattoo artist. And she used to be married to that guy. What's his name? Enigma. He was like the guy with the puzzle pieces, I think.
Yeah, that's Enigma.
Yeah. I think she was married to him at the time, and she had tiger stripes all over, like her face, covered. And I walk in the tattoo shop, and she's sitting on the couch just breastfeeding her son, which it didn't weird me. I mean, it weirded me out, not in a like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that way, but I was like, whoa, titty. I didn't know. I was young. I was stupid.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, is that rock break?
Sorry.
I was like, that's weird and different. You know?
Well, it's definitely, if you're not expecting it.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
hey,
I wasn't like, put that up. Don't be feeding your child.
don't be doing something that's very natural and, giving nourishment to your
Yeah.
newborn
Well, you don't
child.
normally see. It's usually 18 and up in a tattoo shop.
Right.
That's true.
That is
So
true. Okay.
that's, You know,
And if there's an 18-year-old sucking
not-
on his mom's titty, that's
there. You know,
something else.
that's cause for.
That's cause for calling the cops.
Yeah.
But I got it, and it
Or
just
pulling your camera out.
Right?
yeah.
World star.
Yeah.
World star.
I got the tattoo, and it was funny because I had this. I came prepared. I had it on a piece of paper, printed out the exact size I wanted, and just to hand it to her to make a stencil. Like, this is what I want. And I could tell as soon as I went in there, like, she did not want to do this. And I was like, it's easy. Like, overcharge me. I don't know what costs money here, And like, she just did it really fast, and
she
it
didn't get your
healed.
comedy.
I tried to explain it. I guess I wasn't funny, but she did it really fast, really shitty, really heavy-handed. It healed terribly, like it was just chunking and disgusting.
scabbing.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad. And
It's not so bad from over here.
well, thanks.
Is it like?
Just get it filled in.
I think maybe I will.
It's not. It's not bad.
Put Simmons at the end of it. Your favorite actor.
Rowling.
J.K.
I
Rowling.
could tie it into like a D&D,
God.
a D&D Harry Potter
I'll do that
half-sleeve.
tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. That's one of those buddy
Yeah,
deals.
there it
Put it in
is.
the book.
Yeah.
She didn't say how much, but that'd make Kate
That
very happy. She's a
would
big
be
Potterhead.
funny.
So
Oh, yeah?
that would be funny. Just really small. Just put Rowling.
No, wrap it around the whole thing so it's a whole wrap around.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Same
nice.
size
Well,
font.
I was
Looks
gonna say-
Helvetica.
If you
is.
could turn that slash into like the Harry Potter scar.
There you go.
Boom.
Oh, dude.
All right.
Dude.
But I've never seen a Harry Potter all the way through.
Read the books.
I'll just fake it. Fake it till you make it.
That's true. Fake Harry Potter fandom.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it so much I got a tattoo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But of the author who wrote the books.
Yeah.
I just think she's hot.
Yeah. MILF.
That's what it says on the other one. Milf.
Yeah.
J.K. Milf.
That would be cool. It reminds
That's
me
what
of
I just say.
Super cool.
J.K. Rowling is a MILF.
Yeah, just
Man.
all the way around. I'll
Yeah.
spiral it down.
Sweet band
Oh my
just around the
God.
old arm.
This is genius.
I like it.
Prove it.
So what? Okay, so we got to wrap up here pretty soon. But I did want to talk about, Josh. I noticed you put it on the list that you also do art for like concert posters and things like
I
that.
do a little fly work.
And you do all that. You do not all of it. I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but you do that on the iPad.
Yeah.
And I think that you and I
yeah.
message each other about Procreate
Oh,
because
best app ever, dude.
you were the reason. Well, you and Kate, my girlfriend, were the reasons that I wanted to get Procreate because I had seen videos and I saw what you were doing. And I was like, man, that looks pretty fucking cool.
It saves so much paper.
Now, do you use that? You use it for tattoos and
I use it for everything now.
Everything.
Dude, I barely do anything with actual paper anymore.
so
Sad to say, but I finally got myself a printer so I could finally start putting them on paper.
right.
But yeah, it's
Now, do you like shoot it from your iPad to the printer to make
Oh,
like
yeah.
for the stencils and
Yeah.
everything? That's cool.
I
2019, baby.
yeah,
You gotta get with
really
the times.
before I got that thing, it was like killing forests worth of paper, like
Yeah.
having to resize stuff. Anytime anybody wanted something like 10% smaller,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to like do all this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Try to talk them into like, no, man, it'll look really cool if it just stays this size.
I mean, yeah, this makes it just you just
Yeah.
become like, yeah, whatever you want, go, yeah.
What do you
cool.
take and just go like, bloop.
Yeah.
That's so
Exactly.
cool. And
Yeah,
that, for
you
people
just
who-
pinch it,
just
it's
go,
done.
Yeah, you pinch it down.
Yeah.
Well, I remember seeing some of your work, and then Kate was really into like lettering and stuff like that. And then I would see stuff online, and I remember getting my Apple Pencil and like downloading the app, and I'm
Did
like,
you
all
get
right,
two?
2 Apple Pencils? No.
Girl, you got to get 2 Apple Pencils
All
because
right.
it'll just straight up die on you
That
in the
makes
middle of
sense.
a project.
Ooh.
So you always have to have one like
Charging, ready to
always
go.
have one charging.
That's a great. You know
Yeah.
what? I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
See, I'm
Well,
learning so much tonight.
When you are in the middle of a project and you got a back piece to work on the next day and your fucking iPad pencil dies,
yeah.
you go to
Ooh,
Best
that's-
Buy.
You don't got time.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't got time to charge that
It's
shit.
$100,
Yeah.
but it's going to make me
Man,
a
it
lot of
is.
money
You
over
just
time.
gotta think of like all the pencils you would buy if you
yeah,
weren't.
and all that paper.
And waste. All that waste.
Done that. Is you'd buy, I want to buy weed for it, buy Apple Pencil, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's necessary.
You buy the Apple Pencil, you make more money with it, and you buy your medicine.
Then you buy your medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember, so getting the Apple Pencil, downloading Procreate. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and I was like, oh, there's quite a bit of a learning curve to this. It is different.
It's different, but I have honestly, it's made me be better with line work for tattooing, honestly, because it's so sensitive.
Mhm.
Like if you want to, it helps you keep, in my experience, keep your line work more consistent, so you don't
Steadiness.
have like a thin line along with a dark, like a heavy line. So
Gotcha.
you can do more practicing on that rather than just practicing on skin.
Mhm.
I feel like I love it.
Digital
I love
skin.
it. I everyone should get one. It's amazing.
They are very fun. Have you played with an Apple Pencil?
A little,
Okay.
not much. I want one really bad so that I could draw.
Yeah.
Highly, highly.
I know. I
recommend.
Yeah.
throw
Super
this
cool.
around a lot, and it's not cool, I guess, because he's a fucking rapist and a terrible person. But that sounds like picture pages. When you hear you guys talk about that, it reminds me of like that Cosby Picture Pages show.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's basically a digital, but it's not a fat marker, right?
Mortimer Ichabod Marker was the marker's name. Did you remember that?
No.
His marker came to life, man.
Mortimer Ichabod marker?
We could go on and on about Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
What is his marker's name? What are you talking about?
So
You don't remember Picture Pages?
I guess not.
Okay, this is a children's show where he had this giant, it was like, it was big marker.
Mhm.
And anytime he would draw anything, it would show up digitally on the screen, but it made a noise.
It
It was
sounds like Blue's Clues.
it was like the
Kind of.
predecessor to that. Not
Yeah.
Predator, predecessor to that.
Oh,
But when he drew with it, it was like when he drew with it, it would go like
Yeah.
and then when he would erase, it would go like some
Yeah.
weird shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was telling the future, and if only we all could have told the future,
Yeah.
and knew what came out. It's so sad though for those ladies, and it's also sad for me, not in the same way, but I fucking loved the Cosby Show growing up, man.
Yeah.
That was a staple of our house, and then it's kind of like the Ryan Adams thing.
Yeah.
Granted, different degrees of fucked upness.
Yeah.
Right.
All fucked up under the
Right.
umbrella of fucked up. But dude, it's like when that shit happens, you cannot. There's no taking up for that. It's
No.
like, yeah, but his
No.
show was great.
There's a lot more
Right.
Cosby records in antique stores now. Than there used to
Yeah.
be.
Oh, yeah. Well, same with like Michael Jackson.
Same. Yeah. Same.
I was at guest room the other day just walking around, checking shit out, and I saw a dude had like a copy of Thriller in his hand, and I took a pause and I go, I get it. Like, yes, Thriller's a fucking great record.
But like now?
But
You're buying it now.
yeah, you're buying it now. And it wasn't even like, it was a fresh, like one of like the repressed, like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's the memo?
if you didn't already have it, I'll
Yeah.
say this: if
Maybe
you
he
already
just
had
doesn't
Thriller
have
in your
HBO.
possession, yeah, maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe these kids
Maybe
are
he's
liars.
just an idiot. Yeah, maybe he
Yeah.
just
No.
isn't. I have Thriller, but like it was given to me
I have Off the Wall.
15 years ago
Yeah.
by my grandpa. So it's like I'm not gonna throw it away. It was my grandpa's. I'm not gonna listen to it, but
Just keep it hidden.
Yeah.
Keep it in the back of the
I saw-
stack.
Stick in the back.
Speaking of, I did see a lot of in the recently acquired used section, the new arrival used. A lot of Ryan Adams though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People been like, we probably don't need this record anymore.
Yeah. You can just put your Spotify on private and just listen to it.
But
in
man, there's so
shame.
many. You can make a whole section at a record store, just like assailants. And it's just an assailant section, and it's all just take it, capitalize,
Yes,
throw it
Oh my
away.
God.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's an assailant sale.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's
Yeah.
not a good.
Good guys.
It's
I
all
know,
Dylan.
right?
All
Oh, no,
Dylan.
yeah.
No, the one that bummed me out, I recently found out about was Sam Cooke. I didn't know he was a shitty dude.
Wait, who's Sam Cooke?
Sam Cooke sang like all those.
Wait, was he the
No, that's he's saying all those.
all those songs?
Sam Cooke?
Sam Cooke,
I'm gonna need some facts before I let my
Yeah.
Sam Cooke go, bro.
Right, me too. From
Like,
what I
this-
heard,
this-
allegedly Sam Cooke was shot. He died
Oh,
while engaging in intercourse with a woman who didn't want to be engaged with.
yeah.
I don't,
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't know who Sam Cooke is.
I don't
Oh,
either.
what?
I mean, he's
What?
like the
Yeah.
best.
Sorry, I have
all
no
time.
idea.
Cupid, draw back your bow.
Yeah, Sam Cooke.
Okay, vaguely familiar. I keep mixing him up with, what was that other guy's
Chain
name?
Gang.
Oh,
Dane
Otis
Cook.
Redding?
No.
Sam
Sorry.
Cooke did
I'm just
Bring It On
screeching
Home to
this to a halt.
Me,
Okay,
Change Gonna
okay.
Come, Twisting the Night Away.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He was Mr. Soul Man.
he's dead to me.
Don't say what.
Anyways. Sorry to end on a fucking
God.
weird, sad,
We
somber
gotta
note.
do one
Bummer,
other
bro.
conversation now,
one more
right?
conversation. Okay, so you grew up.
Let's not ruin Sam Cooke today.
Right.
Let's do a quick run through just the gauntlet of growing up Jackie Jones. You grew up, so you went to high school at Bishop McGinnis.
Sure did.
Where'd you go to, like, before that?
I went to private Catholic schools my whole life.
So you've been a Catholic school where your whole life.
I Villa Teresa,
Okay.
then Rosary,
Mm-hmm.
then McGinnis, and then I went to college at Oklahoma City University.
Oh, so the whole
Yeah,
gamut.
yeah.
All private school. How was that? Was it strict? Was it like, as a kid who went to public school, all we get is like the problem child, where all you see is like just stern nuns smacking you. And was it that?
There was that. Yeah, we had a lot of nuns and stuff. I mean, I got in school suspension for 2 weeks once for telling my teacher to shut the fuck up.
Oh,
so
hard F bomb.
excuse me, shut the hell up is what I
Okay.
said. I don't
Well,
think I had
that's-
fuck in my repertoire back in 8th grade, but
But if you scale that with your age, it's just as
yeah,
bad.
he was pissed.
Yeah.
No, he was pissed. But yeah, raised private Catholic school. You definitely grew up to be an atheist.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're
well,
raised
that's
in
gonna-
that shit. Like
yeah.
that's
Mm-hmm.
it's just you got to see the sausage get made.
Right.
It was
Right.
nothing to do
Yeah.
with it at that point. But with all their faults, the private Catholic schools sure they do well with their education, and that's the whole
yeah, yeah.
point with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's just try not to drink the Kool-Aid when you're there, because there are some girls who did that, and it's fucking
Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
into that. Yeah, I've always like, growing up in public school, but you see movies that are based of kids who are in private schools are wearing uniforms and stuff, and that was like a point of like fear tactic with Choctaw, where there was like, we're gonna do uniforms next year. Remember that? There was
Oh,
like,
yeah. They always held that over your heads.
No, and I'm
That's
like,
what happened at McGinnis. Was my senior year. Finally went to uniforms, but we had so it's freshman, sophomore, junior, no uniforms. Senior uniforms. Honestly, I prefer uniforms.
I was gonna say,
I don't
like,
have to think
you
about
know
it.
exactly
Made it
what you're
easy.
gonna wear all
Yeah.
day. Like, I'm wearing this. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it makes it like closes the gap between like the poor kids and the rich kids
Exactly.
too. I think is that why they do that, or
I think getting like bullying, getting teased for what you wear, which goes, I guess, into socioeconomic status, but it also it's like you can make your friends not based on what they wear, but on what their personality is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So not like, hey man, that's a cool corn shirt. I like corn. I'm gonna be a dirtbag for the next 3 years. You know what I mean?
yeah, you don't get dragged down to the
there's
muck.
corn shirts involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, like, if you,
It's not corn way more than I fucking care to
Yeah,
admit.
I've seen him like
but-
8 times.
if you have uniforms, though, I mean, like, there was still, like, the only time I ever had to wear uniforms is, like, 8th grade, and, like, people would, like, look at tags and shit. It's like, really?
Wow.
We're doing all this? Yeah. We were just getting in trouble because our colors, like, we could wear black, purple, or, like, khaki. So we just wore black pants and black shirts, and they
You
were
didn't
like,
rock the purple?
well, later on when we all got in trouble because they were like, you can't wear black on black. I was like, wasn't in the fucking rules, dude.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah.
I have to wear one of each color?
Yeah. So we got purple shirts, purple shirts.
I think purple's still kind of goth, though, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I felt good about it.
I think it's in that Venn diagram of like color, like, so like,
Yeah.
like the goth who's into like dragons and fantasy novels, that kind
Fantasy
of
goth.
Yeah, fantasy goth.
Fairy
Medieval
goth.
Yeah, medieval goth. Purple's a good color for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Medieval fair goth.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
Yeah, I see
Fair
like
goth.
black, of course, and then you got purple. You got some turquoise or teal,
Yeah.
Sure.
maybe some gold.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking of like World of
Maybe
Warcraft
like an
colors.
emerald green.
Yeah,
You're
perhaps.
giving them a lot of credit. guys.
It's like,
right.
I was going to say, these are a lot of colors.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah.
a lot of colors. But,
Yeah, McGinnis just was white, green, and black. Is what, and then the skirts, the fucking plaid skirts.
Oh, so it was like
Irish, yeah.
typical,
literal, yeah.
like
Yeah,
Irish Catholic.
It was the
Mhm.
Bishop McGinnis Irish, right? That's the.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is so hysterically. They have Scottish bagpipes. So I never fucking got that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mind fuck right
You
there.
you guys missed that.
Yeah,
we got
nothing. I guess we're just gonna do bagpipes.
Yeah.
It's the gamut of Scottish, Irish.
It's another ish. Yeah,
It's an
close
ish.
enough. Yeah. Danish.
Danish bagpipes.
Swedish. Yeah, there's a lot of ishes out there.
Just bagpipes just filled with cheese.
Cool.
Danish.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's,
Yeah.
There,
it's
that
You
was
squeeze it and it just comes like.
Yeah.
all right. So Jackie, if people, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap up on a fart noise.
Yeah,
Cool. All right.
every time.
Yeah.
If people want to look you up, how do they do so?
Ooh, well, Hard Luck Tattoos. You can always call the shop. Don't have that number off the top of my head, but
Call yourself. Don't have a third party call for you.
yeah,
Right.
You coward.
Cowards, yeah.
Hey, whatever. Get, make your appointment. However, Instagram, Jackie Jones. Hard Luck Tattoos. That's its own Instagram. Hard Luck Tattoos OKC. All the good stuff. Whole portfolio's online.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much for stopping
thanks for
by.
coming on.
Dude,
was fun.
thank you. This
was
is an
fun.
honor to have. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for having
Glad
me.
to have you.
And we will see you next week.
Bye.